hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, you ain't gonna sell it? Don't sell it. It make the other pro wrestler look bad. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I got to talk to his coach. Yeah, Roger wasn't aware.
You as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid. I mean, he's not 12 or nothing, but he's still significantly younger.
Like, he's not been charged, he's not been arrested, and the attempted murderer left the scene and they didn't do anything about it.
They're trying to cover everything up.
That's all the fuck I told Roger to do. Now my fucking life is ruined.
And I'm also going to blame the promoter. Yeah, I'm going to blame the promoter.
Raja Jackson's survival is now fully confirmed. Yes, no jail time will happen, and no charges will be added at any time. You might be shocked and think I'm lying, but you'll get the proof if you watch till the end. Because now Rampage Jackson has fully changed his tone. He started blaming Psycho Stu, saying that before the incident, what Psycho Stu did was totally wrong, and that's why Raja Jackson took revenge, which he claims Psycho Stu deserved.
Hit him over the head with like a can or beer can or a bottle or something, and my son didn't know it didn't know it was coming.
Not only Rampage Jackson, but a bunch of people from the MMA community and even streamers have started defending Raja Jackson.
Like, you know, what kind of example are you as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid?
And you'll be totally shocked when you hear the update about the police investigation. So now it looks like Raja Jackson will fully survive from this incident. But is it really happening, or is it just a mirror? To know, keep watching till the end. So as you know, news is coming in that Psycho Stu has now survived from almost dying in the hospital and has been released.
Psycho Stu, awake and talking. Doctors were actually so fucking scared that this guy would not wake up. Like, he was brutally beat down by Raja Jackson.
When his condition was really bad, everyone was emotional and gave their full support to Psycho Stu. But now, when people see that Psycho Stu has been recovering well for some time, they suddenly started blaming him. Can you imagine what kind of crime and conspiracy is going on here? Even all the big names have started defending Raja Jackson, saying he's just a kid, that he acted out of anger, and that anger was only influenced by Psycho Stu's mistake. For example, here you can see WWE legend Mark Henry speaking about this situation.
I didn't like the ribbing, I didn't like the joking, and anybody that talked to me that I didn't think was worthy of having that kind of aggressive conversation, they got that word. And, you know, I don't know the full story, but I do know what I saw. And it looked like he wasn't smart to what was going on. And the dude that was messing with him bit off more than he can chew. And, you know, you got to be careful, one, who you mess with, and two, like, you know, what kind of example are you as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid? You know, and I mean, he's not 12 or nothing, but he's still significantly younger. And, you know, you want to make sure that everybody knows.
Can you just imagine that? People like Mark Henry are saying things like this, then what can you even say about justice? While it's clearly showing Raja Jackson himself admitting and literally planning from the beginning, when he was out of the ring, exactly how he would attack Psycho Stu.
You know what? I just thought about it. I'm gonna pick him up, I'm gonna slam him, I'm gonna let him get back up, then I'm gonna hit him. How about that?
But now, as you already see, the big names are fully defending Raja Jackson, saying he's younger, saying he's just a kid.
Are you as a veteran for inciting a ride with a kid?
So if a 25-year-old man is being called younger and a kid, then why does the Constitution in America even exist? Isn't 25 years old clearly an adult, a full citizen? So why this discrimination? Is it just because Raja Jackson is a big name? A son of a big name? Guys, you tell me the answer. But it doesn't end there. Rampage had made his son learn a lesson. This situation would never have happened today. Instead, Rampage is now showing his real face, saying that what Psycho Stu did before the incident was bad, that it was Psycho Stu's mistake. You can literally hear the full defense of the criminal son coming from his father.
Don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or beer can or a bottle or something, and my son didn't know it didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son. And he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something. And Roger didn't react, but Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything, cause I told Roger not to get punched, but still nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, you ain't gonna sell it? When you in pro wrestling, when you sell, it's like, cause that shit fake. MMA, we do real shit. And he said, you ain't gonna sell it? So when you don't sell, it make the other pro wrestler look bad, like he weak or something. But my son, he don't know nothing about that shit. This motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I got to talk to his coach. Yeah, Roger wasn't aware. Roger didn't know what was fucking going. What was.
Did you hear that? Rampage Jackson, the same man everyone once called a legend and gave respect to, is now hiding a crime with some cheap excuses. He's saying that what Raja Jackson did was only because he was humiliated by Psycho Stu, and that's why Raja shouldn't go to jail. So when Rampage is openly giving this kind of influence, why wouldn't others also step in to defend Raja Jackson? When a father is like this, of course the son will be like this. That's something everyone already knows. They might even try to say this was just part of the show and that's how the conspiracy will win, because right now everyone is literally supporting Raja Jackson. Even another shady streamer, Aiden Ross, who's known as a survivor of criminals and who literally helped a young TikToker prisoner some days ago with money, is now looking like he's supporting Raja Jackson too, saying he won't ban him from his boxing event.
I see Raja's getting a lot of hate online. I want Raja to fight on brand risk. I think it's only right. Listen, I know a lot of people are like, hey, you're fucking platforming a guy that beat the fuck out of us. We were already in talks with it, bro. Like, I want him to fight on brand risk. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Raja versus HS. Bang!
So when you see everyone literally supporting Raja Jackson like this, don't be surprised if just a few days later, everything looks quote-unquote normal again, and Raja Jackson is back in real-life events, even in pro wrestling and UFC. The situation now clearly shows that because the police have not taken any charges, according to the news coming in, they're basically letting him walk free. Even when Raja Jackson left the place right after the incident, they literally did nothing, and now creators are exposing them for it.
Like, he's not been charged, he's not been arrested. As of right now, he literally is just being investigated. But as it says right here, LAPD officials say they received a call about 9 p.m. reporting an attempted murder, and then he had left the venue. So it seems like it was a attempted murder. That's what it got called in as, and the attempted murderer left the scene, and they didn't do anything about it.
How can they do anything against Raja Jackson when the police and the authorities clearly don't want him to face any consequences? What Raja Jackson did, everyone is trying to hide. You know, when the incident happened, the management literally influenced others not to involve the police and not to take any action against Raja. They were just completely silent.
The most disgusting thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police.
The wrestling organization, they're trying to cover everything up.
And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story.
So this is a big conspiracy, a whole blueprint. Who knows if it was even pre-planned, because from what we're seeing now, Raja Jackson is becoming fully innocent in the minds of all the big names.
When you have a good worker, and let's say that Raja is a natural, the absolute best thing that he could do to get in character is to sell it to you. The problem is you begin to sell it to yourself. And that's the accident.
And when you see some days later Raja Jackson committing another crime like this, nobody will be able to do anything. Because whatever Raja Jackson wants to do, and whatever Rampage Jackson wants to do, everyone just obeys. They'll play some fake drama, finish the matter, and move on. Just like the guy who gave influence during the scene to beat up AJ Mana, who is now suddenly playing an emotional drama.
Before y'all judge me any further, just please let me fucking explain. Ready? That's a receipt, bitch. That's all the fuck I told Raja to do. Now my fucking life is ruined over your lie. I am not responsible for what another grown-ass man decides to do.
So like that, everyone will play an emotional role, and then later, with time, all will be clear and normal. Raja Jackson's condition will be normal, and that's how his survival will be complete from a crime. But most of the creators also exposed the underrated issue here. Everyone is talking about Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu, but nobody is talking about the influence others are giving, the bad things happening here, the conspiracy behind the scenes. You can see a creator talking about that.
And I'm not only going to blame Raja for this, I'm going to blame the wrestler that influenced him. I'm going to blame the dumbasses in the chat that also influenced him. And I'm also going to blame the promoter. Yeah, I'm going to blame the promoter, because in no way, shape, or form, you should be responsible for all of the talent that is there. And whether or not Raja was supposed to be at the show or not, and from what it looks like, this was an angle that was turned into a shoot. This was a lack of responsibility. And even though he was getting bad influence by a lot of people, he made those choices to do what he was going to do. He made those choices himself.
So guys, what do you think after watching the full video? Do you think Raja Jackson is actually the victim of this situation and what he did was just fake and made up? Or does it look like a real crime backed by big names? What do you think? If that's the case, then what kind of consequences should Raja Jackson face? Let me know about that.